Hi guys, it's Brenna, and this is the Sweeter Than Sweet channel. What's up? I am gonna do a drugstore look today. I'm gonna use all drugstore products. Some of them I have not used or used very little. They're like new to my collection, but I'm just using what I have in my collection. So let's get started. I already like moisturized, but I'm gonna use this. It's like a little moisturized stick. It's by the Cream Shop, so that's technically drugstore now. They have it inside of Walmart. Oh no, if I'm drinking water, so I don't know if they have this particular product inside of Walmart, but they do carry the brand. So, and I'm just gonna rub that in. I have not used that enough to like tell you guys if I love it, but I also like to like rub some onto my hands. But yeah. And then the foundation that I'm using today, I have not used much, but it is this one by I believe Beauty. It's called Salon, oh my lord, Skin Finish Foundation. But yeah, I have two different colors because I got this at Dollar General, and they were out of a lot of their colors, so I just got these two, and I'm gonna mix them. So it looks like this, and then I'm just gonna mix it together. And it ends up looking like that. I haven't used this foundation very much, but I think the thing that I noticed about it when I did use it, is that it's like thick, and it reminds me kind of like the formulas that foundation was like in the early 2000s, where like coverage wise it's not bad, but like back then makeup like didn't have a lot of skincare qualities the way it does now. It didn't have a lot of the same ingredients. I don't know if that really has much to do with it. I think it does, but like the formula is just a little outdated, but the coverage is, look at it. I'm pretty sure that this foundation is $5.99, so it's very extremely affordable. They do have a lot of shades. I couldn't find my particular shade that matched, but they were out. So, and at $5.99, like of course they're out. So, and like I wonder, I'm gonna look and see if they have like concealer, because if the foundation is good and the mascara is good, it's not too much of a jump or a leap to want to try some of their other stuff. And next I'm going to use some of this Age Rewind. I'm not really going to put, I don't know, I'm just going to put it like right there. My eyes, I look, I don't know if you could tell, but I do not feel that good today. And I think I could see it in my eyes, but yeah, I don't feel good. I guess I could like chat with you guys about it. I have like kind of a weird condition around like situation. Do you guys, or does anyone that you know have like sleep paralysis? Because I do, and I've been having it a lot. Well, a lot within the last couple of days. I haven't, it goes on and off, but in the last just couple of days, I would just I would go to sleep, have it, wake up from it, and then have it again, and like multiple times, and it sucks. Right now I'm gonna just do my eyebrows off camera real quick. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild little trio that's almost gone, and this Maybelline, what is it called? Tattoo Studio little pencil, and I'll be right back. Okay, eyebrows are done, and then what am I gonna do next? I feel like I need some eyeshadow primer, but I don't have anything that I could use that's from the drugstore. So I guess I'll just skip that. And I'm gonna use this palette. This is by LA Girl, and it's their Glow Envy eyeshadow palette, and it's so pretty. Looks like this. I swatched pretty much all of the colors, especially the shimmers, because that's what I was the most interested in. And I'm not real 100% sure, but I think I'm gonna use like a mixture of these 4 shades. It's like these squares right in the center. What I was gonna say about sleep paralysis, let me start off by saying that there's not, when you look it up, when you Google it or whatever, it says that there's not supposed to be any like diverse health issues. It's not supposed to like diverse health issues. That is not what I meant to say. There's not supposed to be any side effects. It's not supposed to be able to harm you or hurt you in any way. But I found that I have had side effects. There's been a couple. The first time that I noticed any side effects was one time a few years ago. I had like a pretty bad one, because if you look it up online, it'll tell you that you could hear pretty much what it tells you is that you're gonna like sense that there's like someone in the room with you, or that there's like someone, oh, it's really dusty, that there's like someone on your chest, like applying pressure or something. I've never experienced that before, but I have experienced the feeling that there's someone like in the room with me, like someone walking in the room or walking over me or near me, and there's nothing that I could do about it. I'm just paralyzed. I have experienced that. I've never experienced anyone touching me. Only one like situation, like when I was really little, like when it first started. But anyways, you're supposed to be you could feel like electricity, like pops, like electric pops or something in your brain, which is really weird. And yes, it is painful, discomfort. It's not, it's crazy, okay? And intense. So this one time I had extremely like powerful electric pops in my head. I could feel them and hear them, and it was not, it was very painful. And then when I woke up, I had a light in my eye, like a flickering light in my eye. It was there for a very, very long time. In fact, sometimes I could still see it. It used to be like if I would wake up and I walk into my bathroom and it was dark in my bathroom, I could see it. I could see it in my eye. And then even when I turned on the light, what it reminds me of is, like, you know how like on a fan, like a fan in the room, a ceiling fan with a light, like how like if you could see the what are those called, the blades spinning, I don't know, like I just got this flickering light in my eye, and it was there for a very long time. Like I said, sometimes I could still see it. And I mean, if that's not a side effect, I freaking don't know what is. That is a side effect. And one that lasted for a long, long time. A side effect that I've been having recently, like within the last few years, is I feel my head doesn't feel right. I would get like I don't know how exactly to explain it, but I would feel like pressure or like heaviness in my head, and then I would feel like a fog, like a mental fog for a couple of days. So I wasn't myself. I didn't have the same amount of energy. I would feel very like I had all my energy sucked out of me. I don't know how else to explain it. For like a couple days. Now it's like a full on, I feel like I'm about to get sick. I feel like I literally have the flu and I'm about to get taken down by the flu. I don't have the flu. I'm not sick, but I have the sensation in my body, and it starts in my head. I feel dizzy. I feel the brain fog. I feel like I just want to lay down. And I had it for 2 days in a row multiple times, so I think that I will probably feel like this for at least 4 days. And I on top of these physical problems that are like side effects that are not supposed to exist, the the dream or whatever is going on in your mind during the sleep paralysis, I mean, I have the craziest stories. I think I don't know which. I think I'm gonna use this shimmer, which, oh my god, you guys, I have never used this palette before, so I don't even know how these are gonna show up on my skin. Let me see. I have to find one that actually shows up, because these are like, oh, it's so pretty. Is it gonna look like that on me? These are like subtle shimmers. They're very shimmery, but there's not a lot of pigment, which is why I wanted. The problem is I just don't know how if it's gonna like show up on me. So let's try some out. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, that one is pretty. That one is this one here. So I think I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna just like put it on my finger. Okay, so I don't remember what I was talking about. I like that a lot. Oh, guys, it's actually perfect. What was I gonna say? Oh, the dreams. Okay, so let me tell you about this one that I had the other night. I don't remember if it was night or day. I think it was, I don't know. So I just realized that I didn't realize I was having sleep paralysis. I didn't know what was going on at first. And then I was in the middle of a dream, which I don't remember what it was, but all of a sudden the voice what I was hearing just it started to sound like it just got like distorted. Then I started hearing, the voice was saying something, which I can't remember now. But then I heard like tones, whistles and tones. And then all of a sudden, you guys, this is freaking crazy, but this is actually, I don't know, it's a pretty mellow experience, but it's crazy. Nonetheless. So then all of a sudden I was seeing a scene. Like I was there in the middle of, I don't know, like a city or something. But I can only see it like from, like I can only see like if the people were walking, I could see it like from their waist down. I could see like the bottom of their coats and their pants and their shoes. Like I could see their legs walking. I could see their clothes. Perfect. This was not like a dream. It wasn't like the images that you see in a dream. It was crystal clear, 100% like it was real, which you don't see in dreams. Which, how does that even happen? How do your eyes see like that when you're asleep? That's what I want to know. And I want to know, like, what is so normal about that? I would love to know. But anyways, so I was seeing it in 4K, which is crazy. And also I was, at the same time, I knew that what was happening. I knew that it was sleep paralysis, but I could feel pulses going up and down my spine, and it did not feel good. It was painful. And it was making me, like, when I have sleep paralysis, I will like start to try to verbalize. I'll try to tell somebody help, but I can't speak. So I'm like, oh, I'm like making noises. Okay. And then a voice all of a sudden tells me, no, don't wake up. Just handle the pain and look what I'm going to show you. And I was like, huh? It's like, I don't usually get spoken to directly like that. So I was like, okay. And I was like trying to suck up the weird electricity going up and down my like electric pulse going up and down my spine. I was like trying to suck it up. And then I looked, and then the vision became even clearer. And I just remember seeing the people's clothes. It was like the clothes would have been like early 80s or late 80s, early 90s type clothes. I could see the sidewalk. I could see the imperfections in the sidewalk. It was like a dirty sidewalk. Like it would be like the sidewalk, and then there were like stores, like doors and windows. So it was the kind of dirty that's like in front of stores, which is something that's from the 80s and 90s, because they don't really have, that is like outdated, right? So I could see like gum and like things on the sidewalk. I could see like a crack in the sidewalk. I could see the different colors of, like, you know how sidewalks are squares? I could see like the different color of cement. It was insane. Okay, these are not things that you notice or see in a dream. The voice talking to me and telling me to suck up the pain and look at what they're showing me. It was a male voice. Those things are not normal. And then all of a sudden my son, he actually came and he heard me and he woke me up. And I just jumped awake and immediately felt like this sickness. I felt just the foggy brain and everything. And it's gotten worse because I had it again this morning. So I really don't feel good. And I would really love to know the truth about sleep paralysis. Sorry that I'm talking instead of doing my makeup. Let me find a blush. Let me use this balm by Revolution. It looks like this. And this one is in, I think this is the rose pink one. And that's what it looks like when I put it on. Like, I'm pretty sure that you could just, I haven't used these enough to like know exactly, like, real familiar with how they wear and stuff. But what I'm thinking is that you could probably like rub it away to nothing, but I don't think you can. Like, it does lay down the color. It's very subtle. But I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's not gonna be like, you know, drastically pigmented or anything, but it does have like a good subtle color. And I will apply it on top of it. This one by Physicians Formula, which is like, it doesn't look like it would be as pigmented as it is. I think it goes good with that balm. I'm gonna use this one by L'Oreal. This one is old. I pretty sure they still make it, but it's just like, it's called Smoldering Eye or something. What is it? Yeah, Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. So, where did I leave off? Oh, I was telling you guys about the crazy sleep paralysis thing. The one that I had this morning, I don't remember. I don't recall right offhand. But I've had some crazy, like really, really crazy things happen to where like I'd never, I didn't used to talk about it that much. Because it's like one of those things that I don't think people would believe me. I don't think, because when you know, like I said, when you look up sleep paralysis, it does not talk about all this other stuff. Let me tell you guys how it started. It started when I was a little kid. It started at my grandmother's house. Like whenever I stayed the night, like when we were really little, we used to sleep on the, like my cousins and stuff would be there, or my siblings, and we would sleep on the floor. Or that's at least what we did at that time. And the first time it happened was at my grandmother's house. I was sleeping on the floor, and there was, in the dream, there was a lady who was like a witch, like an old hag, and she had a bunch of animals with her, and those animals, and she would tell those animals to pinch me and tickle me, and they did, and there was nothing I could do about it because I was paralyzed. And that's how it started. And the creepy thing about that is that my mom told me later, like way later, like years and years later when I was an adult, that my grandmother had told her at one point that she used to see an old hag in her dreams. And I was like, oh, great. Nice. So I don't know if my grandma had sleep paralysis or not, but I don't think that's a coincidence. That old hag in the dream, I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't know that aspect of, you know, things that go on like this, but I don't know. It's crazy. There's a lot more to it than what they say. Like, and I you know, I would be willing to like do a sleep, like a test or something, like a brain scan or something. Like, I want to know what is going on. It's crazy. There's no way that that it's just like, you know, your body is in REM sleep, and then your mind wakes up and blah blah blah, like whatever, like they say. Okay, but what about all the other crazy things? The only thing that doesn't happen is obviously people don't disappear. Like, obviously whatever's happening is in the mind, but the mind must be capable of some crazy things that we're not like aware of. Because one thing I know for sure from, you know, somebody who remembers their dreams, I remember my dreams. I dream in color. I've tasted things in my like dreams before. So I think that I have like more than just what average people experience in their dreams already. But I know for sure that you're not supposed to be able to see in 4K. You're not supposed to have a vision. That's the second time that happened. That doesn't happen often, but it is the second time that happened. And it's not normal. I know it's not. So I would love to know what, just exactly what really happens in someone's brain when sleep paralysis is going on. So yeah, that's my story about that. The next thing that I'm gonna put on my face is lipstick. Okay, so I borrowed a lip liner from my daughter. It's NYX, and it's in the color Club Hopper. Looks like this. It's brown. I've never used it, but I don't know. It's crazy. There's just like, there's no way that I just asked if they had a brown lip liner, because the brown lip liner that I have is from Buxom, which is not Drugstore. The next thing I'm going to wear is this Maybelline lip color. It's in Peachy. It's one of the vinyl ones. And I think actually before I put that down, I'm going to, even though this is kind of glossy, this is just a lip thing by Pixie. Which you could find in, do they have this at Ulta? I know they have it at Target. So, yeah. It's very, that's the word, like, glossy, but I just like the color. So I'm going to put a little bit of that, mostly on the bottom. And then I'm going to put this one over it. And both of these, this is long lasting. I don't know if it's a tint or whatever, what it is, but it's long lasting. Isn't that a great description of it? Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. So I just like those two together. I've been wearing it a lot. And I wore it with like various lip liners. I feel like I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing mascara and powder. So I'm gonna use this one by Believe Beauty because this is the only one that I have. I literally, like, I don't know why, I just never buy mascara, which I used to have like 4 different kinds all the time, at least 4, and now I'm just like, eh. Maybe, you know what I think it is, honestly, is the prices. They're like, you used to just be able to pick them up. They're like $5-6 and you get like, you know, now they're like, it's like an investment. Like, if I'm gonna pay $12-13 for a mascara, I'm gonna freaking use it. I'm not gonna let them just sit in my drawer, you know, like I used to. I mean, I would use them, but they would sit for a very long time because I would just buy other ones. But now it's like, no, I'm not gonna pay $13, $12 for a mascara and not use it. This one is not that much. The other one that I wear, like the falsies one, I can't really even tell you the price. I don't remember. Let me fix that real quick. I poked my eye because what am I doing? I'm like doing this so weird. I'm doing it with the mirror on in my hand, but also looking at this mirror. What am I doing? And talking. So anyways, I can't even tell you how much that mascara, the Maybelline, the falsies one is, because I'm pretty sure it's a different price every time I buy it. It just keeps going up. And this one that I'm using right now by Believe Beauty is I get this at the Dollar General. And when I tell you that this is the only one that I have, because my daughter ran out of mascara a couple weeks ago, and I told her just take mine. So she took one of mine. So she took the falsies one. So I've just been using only this for a couple weeks now, and I am fine because this one works so good. It works so good just by itself, and it's not, there's no frills at all. Another thing that I realized I don't have is a bronzer from the drugstore. So is it cheating to use this Morphe palette because it is on the drugstore side of freaking Ulta? So that qualifies it for me. But I'm just, out of this like Morphe palette, I'm going to use the bronzy color. I've never used it before, but I'm feeling I need a little bronzer. Just a little. I don't think I like this brush for it. I use this for the other bronzer that I use, but it's not as dark as this one, so I'm just gonna like fix it. So if anybody sees this and you or someone you know has any stories about sleep paralysis, let me know. I doubt it, but like, feel free to leave any comments or suggestions or anything in the comments. And the last thing that I'm going to use is this powder, and this is one by ColourPop. And oh yeah, if I could use ColourPop, I can use Morphe, but ColourPop is in Target, so yeah, that is Drugstore. You can't get much more Drugstore than that. So it looks like this. This color is in medium 12. Also, I forgot to tell you guys the color of the foundation. The light one is called Natural Tan, and this like mid, it's like mid medium dark is called Cafe. So those are the two Believe Beauty foundations, and this, I don't use this very often. Medium tan. I always get medium tan, like whatever the brands, medium tan is where you're gonna find me. See how I just covered over that bronzer? I didn't like how that brush laid it down. I'm trying to think, is there any like color that I could like use? No. Not that I can think of. So the last thing that I'm going to show you guys in this drugstore slash, what is the word, affordable makeup video is some scents that come from the drugstore. The first one being Fantasy by Britney Spears. They have this at Walmart, Target, I'm pretty sure. Although I haven't bought this in so long that I'm just assuming that they still have it there. This is my favorite. Oh my god, you guys, I love this so much. And then I just overlay that with a little bit of Body Fantasy. This is called If I Know. Oh, Vanilla Kiss. And it smells delicious. You can put this everywhere. And that concludes this drugstore video. All of the products that I used are all affordable slash in the drugstore. Yeah. So this is the finished look, by the way. It's all like face the camera. I really like, let me talk about the things that I like the most. I really love this palette. This is the first time that I've used it, but I've been excited to use it ever since I got it, and I was so looking forward to the shimmers, and this is exactly what I was hoping it would look like, because it's like, it's just that perfect blend, blend of color and shimmer, where the shimmer shows and it's not like super pigmented. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess how it swatches on my hand is the best way that I could just explain that this right here is like what I was looking for, where it just shows the sparkle, you know, and not so much the pigments. So this is what I love the most. And do I remember how much it was? I think like $12. I got it at Ulta. And the other two things that I love the most are this lip combo. This is Pixie Lip Tint and Maybelline Vinyl in Peachy. I definitely want to try some other colors of this, but I'm really liking them together. And yeah, so that's everything that I have. If you guys have any questions or comments, just make sure you leave them below. I'm out of breath. Also subscribe if you're new here. Also, why am I waiting till the very last of the video to say this? Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and stay tuned and look forward to more videos to come. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.